There's an entire hidden world living inside your body, and what you eat may help shape it. Today on The Science Behind Plant Power, we're exploring one of the most fascinating areas of nutrition science, the gut microbiome. What are these microbes, what do they do, and why does your diet matter? Let's go inside the remarkable world of your gut. The gut microbiome explained. Inside your body right now is an entire hidden world. Trillions of microorganisms live throughout your digestive system, forming an extraordinary community known as your gut microbiome. These tiny organisms do far more than help digest your food. They interact with your immune system, influence metabolism, produce important compounds, and communicate with systems throughout your body, including your brain. And one of the most fascinating discoveries in nutrition science is that what you eat can help shape this microbial ecosystem. Fiber-rich plant foods like vegetables, fruits, beans, whole grains, nuts, and seeds provide fuel for beneficial gut microbes. Those microbes can then transform components of these foods into compounds that your body can use. So when you nourish your body, you're also feeding an entire ecosystem living inside you. Today on The Science Behind Plant Power, we're exploring the gut microbiome, what it is, how it works, and how the foods on your plate can help support it. What is the gut microbiome? Your digestive tract is home to an enormous ecosystem of microorganisms. Most of these microbes are concentrated in your large intestine, where hundreds of different species can live together. But they aren't simply passengers. They perform important jobs that can influence your health every day. Gut microbes help break down parts of food your body can't digest on its own. They interact with your immune system and produce vitamins and other biologically active compounds. And one of their most important food sources comes from plants, fiber. When you eat fiber-rich foods, much of that fiber passes through your digestive system undigested until it reaches your colon. That's where your gut microbes get to work, breaking down and fermenting fiber and producing compounds your body can use. This is why foods like beans, whole grains, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds can play such an important role in supporting your gut microbiome. Your gut is home to an entire living community. Feed your body, feed your microbes, transform your health. Fiber feeds your gut. One of the most powerful ways to support your gut microbiome is surprisingly simple: feed it fiber. Certain types of dietary fiber act as food for beneficial gut microbes. Much of this fiber travels through your digestive system until it reaches the colon, where your microbes get to work. As bacteria ferment fiber, they produce important compounds called short-chain fatty acids, including butyrate, acetate, and propionate. These compounds help nourish the cells lining your colon and support a healthy intestinal environment. But here's something important: different microbes prefer different types of fiber. That's why variety matters. Beans, lentils, whole grains, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds all provide different fibers and plant compounds that can nourish different members of your microbial community. Instead of relying on the same few foods every day, aim for a diverse range of plant foods throughout the week. Because a varied diet can help support a varied microbial ecosystem. Feed diverse microbes, eat diverse plants, nourish your gut, and nourish your body. Your gut and your immune system have an incredibly close relationship. In fact, a large amount of immune activity takes place in tissues associated with your gastrointestinal tract. Your intestinal barrier acts like a protective wall, helping separate the contents of your gut from the rest of your body while still allowing nutrients to be absorbed. But this barrier doesn't work alone. Your gut microbes, immune cells, and intestinal lining are in constant communication, working together to help maintain balance and protect your body. A healthy, balanced microbial community may help support normal immune function and the integrity of this important barrier. Scientists are also studying how changes in the gut microbiome may be connected with inflammation and disease. And this relationship reveals something remarkable: your gut isn't simply responsible for digestion. It's part of a much larger system that interacts with your immune health and many other processes throughout your body. Your gut and your brain are constantly talking to each other through a remarkable communication network called the gut-brain axis. And importantly, this communication goes both ways. Your brain can influence digestion, gut movement, secretions, immune responses, and even the environment in which your gut microbes live. At the same time, your gut can send signals back to your brain. This complex conversation involves the nervous system, immune signals, hormones, microbial metabolites, and the vagus nerve, one of the major communication pathways connecting the gut and brain. Scientists are studying how the gut microbiome may be connected to mood, stress responses, cognition, memory, and long-term brain health. Gut microbes can also produce or influence compounds involved in these communication pathways. But the science is complex. Changing your microbiome isn't a magic switch that instantly changes your mood or brain health. What it does show us is something fascinating. Your digestive system and your brain are constantly communicating. What happens in your gut doesn't necessarily stay in your gut. Fiber-rich plants are incredibly important for your gut, but they're not the only foods that may support your microbiome. Fermented foods are another fascinating part of the picture. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, yogurt with live cultures, kefir, miso, and tempeh can introduce live microbes or beneficial products of fermentation into your diet. And each one brings something a little different. Sauerkraut and kimchi combine fermentation with plant compounds and fiber. Yogurt and kefir can provide live cultures, while fermented soy foods like miso and tempeh add their own unique compounds. But here's the important part. You don't need one magical probiotic food, or an expensive supplement, to support your gut. The bigger picture matters most. Focus on a varied diet rich in whole plant foods, include fermented foods if you enjoy them, and give your microbes a diverse range of foods to work with. Because when it comes to your microbiome, variety is key. So, what can you actually do to support your gut microbiome? Start with plants, and prioritize variety. Fill your diet with vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices. Different plant foods contain different types of fiber and plant compounds, which can help nourish a more diverse community of gut microbes. Think variety and color: reds, oranges, yellows, greens, blues, purples, and even brown and white plant foods. If you enjoy fermented foods, include options like kimchi, sauerkraut, yogurt with live cultures, kefir, miso, or tempeh. And if your current diet is low in fiber, increase it gradually and remember to stay well hydrated. But instead of asking, what is the single best food for my gut? Try asking, how many different plants can I include throughout my week? Because your gut microbes can ferment fiber and other plant components, producing compounds such as short-chain fatty acids that your body can use. It's an extraordinary partnership between you, your food, and trillions of microbes living inside you. Small choices can have a big impact. Feed your microbes. Nourish yourself. Build a healthier you from the inside out. Every person's microbial community is unique, and scientists are still uncovering exactly what defines an ideal, healthy microbiome. But one important message continues to emerge. A diverse, fiber-rich diet centered around minimally processed plant foods is one of the most practical ways to support your gut and the remarkable ecosystem living inside you. So focus on variety. Enjoy vegetables, fruits, beans, lentils, whole grains, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices. Include fermented foods if you enjoy them, stay hydrated, and give your microbes the fiber they need. Remember, your daily choices help shape an entire ecosystem inside your body. Feed your body. Feed your microbes. Help your ecosystem thrive. And join us next time on The Science Behind Plant Power, when we explore the top foods for brain health, and the fascinating science behind how the foods on your plate may help nourish and protect your brain. We'll also explore some of the best food sources of each and how everyday food choices can help support a diverse, resilient gut microbiome. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode of The Science Behind Plant Power. More science, more plants, more power.